I was a lesbian mom with 2 kids. Now I'm their trans dad. Remember that? No facial hair. Did you guys forget what I looked like before?
A little bit.
People judged it so hard. Somebody called CPS brainwashing the child.
I will spiral and latch onto the negativity sometimes.
When I first came out as trans, my sister didn't get it and my best friend started crying.
It wasn't just you. Everybody else is dealing with the consequences of your choices.
I didn't transition till like 2 years ago, and beard came in kind of fast. Maybe at like 6 months. I'm Ray. I'm a trans dad with 2 children. Valen, age 9, and then Vela, who is going to be 7. This is my wife, Alyssa, and we've been together for 17 years. Before my transition, I felt like I didn't align with how I felt inside. I just never felt comfortable, ever. The gender I was assigned at birth was female. I always grew up kind of more that tomboyish kid. And as I got older, I always still wondered what it would be like if I switched. Could I do it? Is that even possible? Hey, good morning. How are you guys?
Good.
Are you guys hungry? Yeah. Do you like my beard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ever since we decided to have children, you always said, they're not going to call me mom.
We went through a donor clinic. And at the time, before I transitioned, we told them there's no dad. So they allowed myself to be listed on the birth certificate as a parent too.
So do you remember when he first got a beard? What was it like?
It felt different. That was really different.
Do we like the beard? So when you decided to transition, how did you explain it to them?
So my son was 7, my daughter was 5, and I remember we just had a conversation with them asking them, do you know, am I a girl or a boy? And the kids were like, you're a girl. And so then I asked, how would you feel instead of being like mom with me being dad? They're like, yeah, why not? To just see how open and embracive they were made it just seem too easy. All right, guys, I gotta let you go. I gotta take my medicine. Thank you. I remember telling my kids the first thing I'll have to do is start taking the medicine. It's gonna help me change my voice. You'll see the facial hair grow. I take my testosterone weekly, once a week.
Why do you try to protect your kid from seeing it?
Quite honestly, it's not that I have any reason not to allow them to see it. For me, it's just more of a safety and space. It's easier to be able to self-inject when there's nobody else in the way. They started getting impatient with me, like asking, when is the change coming? I don't see anything yet. When they started hearing it, that's when I think it all clicked. They're like, your voice sounds different. Morning.
Regarding your transition as a children, do you think that there has been any sort of negative impact on them?
No, I don't.
I think the negativity affects me more than them because
It really does.
when Ray told me that he wanted to transition, it was the excitement of, okay, we have our answer. What's our next step? The nervousness was, what does come next? How does our process start? What does it mean for our kids? What does it mean for our family?
I would say my transition journey has gone by very fast. I started testosterone once we started talking, within 1 week. And
6 months from that date, you had your first surgery.
6 months from the date I started testosterone, I recall explaining to them that I'm gonna go through a surgery. This is one of my gender surgeries. And what they're gonna do is make my chest flat. My son was like, oh, so like mine. And I was like, yeah, exactly, just like yours.
I think they just always knew that your surgeries were to help you be comfortable with who you are.
Right. You guys wanna do a video?
Sure.
I started posting about a year into my transition. I mostly wanted to post because people just constantly bash other individuals who are LGBT community that you can't have a family, no one's gonna love you, things of that nature. I thought to myself, that is far from the truth. I have a loving person right beside me. I have our kids. Okay, we're gonna do a reaction video. You guys ready? I'm gonna show you a video of me before. Remember that? No facial hair. Tell me when it starts to kind of look like how I look like right now.
Starting? Okay.
It's starting to.
That one.
This one? Did you guys forget what I looked like before?
A little bit.
Just a little bit?
Forgot the lips.
The lips. In the beginning, it was a lot more negativity, a lot more hate. People on social media will say whatever they want to say, and I can usually deal with some of the negative comments easily because I know it's not our truth. But it's when you start impacting other people in my family, that's where I start to realize, no, that's not okay. That's just not okay. Let me read some negative comments, some posts that I've seen. One of them is brainwashing the child.
I don't know where anybody gets the idea of brainwashing.
It's not brainwashing. I'm educating them. They are not ignorant. They are aware. Somebody calls CPS, this is mental abuse. I actually have had a CPS worker comment back to an individual who was stating this and said everything he's doing, teaching his children, is exactly what we wish more parents would do.
I will spiral and latch onto the negativity sometimes, but he takes it just rolls off his shoulders. Who cares? They're a faceless person making comments. But it does affect me.
I do kind of keep my negative comments away from my kids, but I did educate them to let them know there are people who aren't okay with the way our family is. There are some people who may say mean things, who may also be rude, but that doesn't mean that you should do the same. We don't have to pay attention to that. We know the truth behind our family dynamic. Coming out to my family, I honestly was trying my best to not have any expectation on anyone.
I think I asked you if you were to lose your family today, would you be okay with that?
And I answered yes. Not because I wouldn't feel hurt from it, but because it's more important for me to be honest and live my truth. My sister didn't get it, and my best friend started crying. We haven't really talked about it openly ever since. I am very much anticipating to see what the responses are going to be. How did you guys feel when I told you I wanted to transition?
At first, I wasn't sure what you were talking about. But then when you told me a little bit more, I was really scared and worried because I'm like, what if something goes bad in surgeries?
I was afraid of losing you. I remember crying. I was afraid of the unknown.
Were you guys more concerned for me transitioning or the kids?
I remember telling you that it wasn't just you.
Yeah.
Like, that was a change for your family too. Yes, you're making the decision. However, everybody else around you is dealing with the consequences of your choices.
My first thought was, how is Alyssa going to take it? You guys had a bond for a very long time, and a transition is not something that anybody just goes through. But I'm happy that she's still here, strong, and you guys are doing what's best for you and your kids.
It's so amazing to see that you're being yourself and to know that that happiness is actually, real. You're being you.
People need to see that just because you're a different gender with children, it doesn't make you a different person or a bad parent. It's who the person is as a character and how you raise your children.
Yeah.
What do you hope the future holds for your family and your children?
Just less negativity. I don't want our kids to be negatively impacted by other people's ignorance.
I don't bring any ill intent to anyone. I am just living my day to day. And so my hope is that people can see that side and realize that I'm not a threat in any way.
Would you say Ray is a good dad?
Ray is a great dad.
Thank you.
He's attentive to the children. He teaches them the lessons that I think they need to be a very kind and honest person.
How excited are you for the future of your family?
Very excited.
I am very excited. Someone once told me, now that you've transitioned and you had your surgery, is there anything else that's left? And I always respond with, this is literally just the beginning. I think we have a great future ahead.
Are you guys happy that your dad became a man?
I'm always happy when I'm near my family.
What a charmer. Wonder where he learned it from.